Alright, in this painting demonstration, I'm going to be painting the apple. As you can see, I already pre-drawn the apple and painted on the canvas board. So right now I'm mixing the paint. For this demonstration, one thing I made a mistake on is I painted the apple first instead of painting the background. I normally paint the background first. Um, got a little excited, so I ended up painting the apple first. So just bear with me, and I'm going to show you in this video of me painting the apple first. So right now I'm mixing the paint, starting off with my dark areas of the apple first. And as you see, I'm just lathering the paint over nice and smooth. Like I tell everybody, just like putting icing on a cake, so to speak. I paint pretty fast with acrylic. I like acrylic paint. Um, I can manipulate it a little bit better than oil paint. One of the reasons I don't use oil paint as much is because I don't because it messes with my sinus. That's pretty much it. As you can see the picture of the apple over to the left top corner, you can see how I'm adding the dark areas of the apple first. And I think I'm using cadmium red, and I add a little blue to darken it up a little bit. And again, I'm using the medium-sized palette knife with the pointed tip. Um, just basically laying the paint in, just same as you would with a brush. But as you can see, it's giving some nice texture. The paint that I'm using is a student grade paint, so it's kind of thin. You can see it's a little bit transparent. You can see the gesso board through the paint, but that's okay. For this project, for this painting, that doesn't bother me. I kind of like it a little bit. As you can see, my apples don't have a straight, clean edge. I can come back in and fix that a little later. And as you can see, my red is lighting up, so I mixed a little um, white to the red a little bit. And here is an image of the painting with the whole apple pretty much painted. Here I'm adding a little highlights. As you can see, I added a little pink and some yellow on top of the red. It's okay if you paint wet on wet. I kind of like that, especially with acrylic paint. It doesn't mix in as much. Speed up the video just a little bit. Here I'm painting in my background. I'm using a more neutral color, kind of like a light brown or beige. I'm going to paint around my edge pretty, trying to get a nice clean edge around my apple. Again, I normally would paint the background first, but I got a little bit excited. As you can see, most of the background is painted. You can see a nice texture of the apple since I hold up the canvas board. You can see the light reflecting off the paint. And again, I'm just layering over my paint all over the canvas board and just roughly going on the edges, trying to get out, cover up all my blank spaces on my canvas. You can see a nice clean edge right there using the tip of my palette knife. Yeah, I'm going to put in my dark area for my apple. I could have made this a little bit darker, my shadow a little bit darker, but um, I didn't on this painting. And it's okay to mix the wet on wet. As you can see, the light beige color mixing in with the darker value. And that's pretty much it. You see a nice texture. You see the dark red. You see the light red. You see pretty much the nice form of the apple. And that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hope you guys kind of practice and play around with the palette knife. I enjoy painting with the palette knife. It has